Hey friends, Amanda here, Bare Bones Living, and welcome back. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the compost system. I know I showed you guys putting this together. That was about a month ago, I think. I'll have to look back and maybe I can put that at the bottom of the screen exactly how long ago that was. I do like this system. It has been very handy. I threw all those leaves in here that my dad brought over, and then we have been putting out like our coffee grounds, our eggshells, any scraps that we're not feeding to the chickens, and then like some compostable containers and things like that in here. So let me show you real quick what it looks like now, and this is working. I have sort of been turning it, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But I need this to work faster because gardening season is right around the corner. So I wanted to show you what I had right now and then what we're doing with it going forward. So I undid the baler's twine around this one, and I'm gonna pull this out because I'm actually gonna be pulling all of this compost out of here. And so you will see here that I have, like I said, a piece of cardboard. Some of the stuff is broken down. And when I say I've been turning it, I've just been reaching over the sides with a pitchfork and just kind of picking it up and moving it, which is not actually flipping the whole pile, just more like moving it around. So things are breaking down. There is moisture in here because we've been getting lots and lots of rain. And I thought I just saw a worm, but I don't. Anyway, it is breaking down, but like I said, I need this to break down faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and put it in my gorilla cart, and I'm going to have the chickens do this for me and hopefully move this along a lot faster. I think you can see now, maybe it's a little shadowy, but I just took the top layer off and you can see it's really starting to break down in there. So that's a good sign, but still we need this sooner rather than later. So I'm just gonna take load after load out. So now this was the top layer and it's gonna be the bottom layer of my new compost ring that I'm going to put out in the chicken yard, aka my garden. Check it out, guys. Look at those worms. 1, 2, 3, 4. All just right here. And I'm only, oh, there's another one right there. I'm probably only a third of the way in, maybe only a quarter of a way in. So, I mean, it's definitely working. This system definitely works. And I'm loving what I'm seeing here. This should be interesting, guys. We are releasing our chickens. Oh boy. Just a temporary release, but they are going to be free for a time being. This should be interesting. So I apologize for the wind and the chorus here. Everyone's pretty feisty right now because they are hungry. I have not fed them yet today. We've been fermenting their feed, and that's what's in the blue bucket there. And I have yet to feed them today because we were going to be moving them. But you can see I put everything that was in my pallet compost, these in this metal fencing that I used for my rings before, and I just combined the two together to make like one big round compost. And then this is in my garden where they have been before, and this is as far as I've gotten. Kind of frustrating, but you know, you can only do so much. Anyway, so we're gonna bring the girls back here, or I guess bring the birds the fowl are coming back to this spot because I wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing. And here I'm going to continue with the cardboard up to the corner post, green post. I don't know if you can see it right somewhere around there. There's a glare on my camera, but this is going to be my potatoes and squash in this kind of rectangle here. And then I'm going to have the chickens or the fowl dig up the rest of this grass for me. I was thinking about renting a tiller, and because the wind up here, you guys, is absolutely insane. And to get this much cardboard down was a struggle. And it's still a struggle. And you can see this really light grass here, this pale grass. You can see it's kind of circled. This is where the pool tarp was. It was working-ish. It's much thinner. It's lighter because it's been undercover. So I think that this will... Mike loves messing with those guineas. They don't like him at all. And he feels the same. Anyway, it was working-ish, but not really. And the wind, I was always freaked out about it flying away. It almost flew away a couple times. So I pulled that up. I think that this light green grass will go away quickly with the help of the chickens and the guineas scratching. It's very thin. Over here where it's dark and lush is where they were before. And we're hoping that they will just eat it and scratch it down. We're supposed to be getting a lot of rain coming up, and so they do a really excellent job of making a mud pit out of things. You can see where they just were over there. They pulled up all that grass and pretty much decimated the grass over there. So I'm hoping that they'll do it again over here, and I won't need to buy a tiller. But anyway, back to the compost deal. Once Mike gets up this perimeter, I'm going to pour their feed into the feed buckets that we've been feeding them out of and keep them inside of the compost ring so that they will have to go in there, in the compost ring, to eat their food. And I'll have to do that for a couple of days, and then I think I'll be able just to put it into the compost ring and not into the bowls. And I really want to promote them going in there to eat. I'm going to put their treats in there, the scratch in there, all the things in there so they go in there to eat. And I'm going to have them, I'm going to keep it like this for about a week, and then I'm going to remove the ring and let them scratch and pull it all out for a week. And then I'm going to flip it and keep it out of a ring and let them scratch through it again for a week. And then for the 4th week, I'm going to pull it out and put it back in my pallet compost to rest for a week. So I'm thinking it's going to be 4 weeks and I will have viable compost. So fingers crossed, it works. Well, guys, I'd say it's a success. We had to lead them to their food, i.e. physically place the chickens inside of the ring before they would start eating. And I did pull out the water and set it on the side here because otherwise it was just too crowded. But monkey see, monkey do. Once I had about 4 chickens in there, everybody else kind of figured it out, and it's a learning curve. They'll get it. But I'm excited. Like I said, I'm going to feed them in their feed buckets for a couple of days just to get them used to it. But I did sprinkle some scratch and like the remnants in the feed bucket actually down in the compost. So I'm hoping that they will pick around in that. You can see Ruby's over there picking add it from the sides, which is totally fine too. And seeing what was in the compost, there's still some, you know, good size apple cores and other peels and things in there. There's big earthworms in there. This is going to help us a lot on supplementing their feed and giving them extra protein as well. And hopefully this will encourage them scratching more and foraging more for themselves as well. Every little bit counts, right? Especially with all these price hikes and things like that. So I would say that this is a success. So as with all homesteading, I feel like, you know, it's all trial and error. I would not say that this pallet compost was an error by any means. I think that it's a very viable compost operation. I'm just hoping that this speeds this up quite a bit, and I'm hoping, like I said, in 4 weeks, I'm hoping that this is viable, that I can use on my garden. And now it's in my garden, not over in a compost bin. And I'm going to start more in progression as that goes on as well. So this is just what we're trying at the moment. I just wanted to share with you guys what we're trying now, how it went before. Oh look, and now Coco's digging through. Good girl. That's right, you get that food. Show everybody else what to do. So I'm really excited for this. I hope it works out well. I think it will work out well. And now I have them working for me again, trying to prepare this garden space. And you know, we're getting really close to planting time, so I need your help, guys. So this is just what we're doing right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you took something out of it, and hope that this works for us. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Well done, everybody. Well done. Good work.
Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.